Hi everyone, it's Medina here. Thank you so much for joining my channel, Arise Humanity on YouTube and Soul Family on Rumble. Hope you're all well out there and doing great. I wanted to share with you today some fantastic major fixes to help when you are feeling like crap. Can I say that word? Yeah, so there's lots of people that have been saying to me lately that with the energies out there, and I really put a lot of this down to ascension symptoms as well. But people are saying that they're feeling really rotten on some days. You know, they might feel like they're in a really bad mood, or they just wake up feeling no energy, or they're just, for no specific reason, they're just feeling really awful. And so what I wanted to do with this video today was put together 17 major fixes to help you, which I promise you, when you've been through each one, you will find that you are pretty much unable to sustain a bad sort of mood or a low frequency energy once you've gone through all these strategies. It would be pretty impossible, I think, to still be able to feel bad when you've done all these things. And also, it's an indicator often when we do feel like that, you know, there's some work to be done, there's stuff to be cleared, and there's a level of mindfulness required as well sometimes when these things happen. So everyone's experiencing this at the moment. You know, don't feel like you're the only one going through this. Everyone's been talking about it. I've had so many people saying to me, oh, I've had days where I've just felt like really blah. And so this is my remedy for that. And these are all extremely powerful. If you'd like a copy of the 17 strategies written down, it's in the description as well. Okay, so some of them are internal and some of them are external. I'm going to start with number one, always a good place to start. And that is release emotional resistance and honor your emotions. When you're feeling awful, one of the problems with feeling that way is that we put up a level of resistance to it. We don't want to feel it. We try to block it or suppress it. And that's often where the problem comes from as well. When you put up a sort of, when you're trying to stop it and suppress it and resist it, not only physically can it make you tired and lacking in energy, but you're not allowing that flow to happen. So sometimes releasing the resistance and just allowing yourself to feel the feelings. So we're in this incarnation on earth to experience the emotional body, and emotions are energy in motion. So really important to allow yourself the physical human experience of having emotions and feeling the emotions deeply. And then what happens when you allow yourself to fully feel the emotions? You then find that these emotions are able to transmute very quickly. It's the resistance and the stopping those emotions. It's like, you know, when there's a flow of water running towards you, trying to hold back the water from from running, and you can imagine the energy and the strain it is to stop that from happening. You know, you can't stop water from running towards you. Say you're in a creek and there's water coming down the creek, you can't stop it. That takes a lot of energy and effort to try to stop the water flowing. So it is the same with emotions, you know, allowing yourself to feel them. And the second part of this is, and this is number 2, to release any self-judgment or criticism regarding those emotions. So when you say, oh, that emotion's really bad, or I'm so stupid for feeling that emotion, or, you know, your inner critic kicks in and starts saying that what you're feeling is not good, then that compounds the whole situation and makes it worse. So really important when you're able to allow yourself to feel emotions, to not judge those emotions, just to experience them, to feel them, and let them flow on, because then they'll flow really like a river. It'll continue flowing downstream and it'll just dissipate the energy. And sometimes, you know, we do everything we can to stop feeling bad or to feel emotional pain or anything like that. We don't want to feel that. So we put up a lot of blocks and obstacles to be able to feel that. And that in itself creates a feeling of exhaustion and, you know, not feeling good anyway. So 2 really important things to remember is to release the resistance to feeling your emotions, to honor and acknowledge your emotions, and to release any self-criticism regarding what you're feeling. It just is what it is. We're in a human experience here, although I don't actually like the word human, because if you look at the true meaning of it, it means sea monster. But it's very hard with the English language to use the right words, because so much of our language is spellcasting and, you know, not fabulous energy behind it. Anyway, I'm doing my best with the language that we have. So number 3, release attachment to an outcome. Trust the higher plan. So when you have an expectation of what you want to create, that in itself can set up negative feelings, because if that doesn't happen, you're going to feel bad, feel disappointed, etc., etc. So release your attachment to what's happening, to what you expect to happen, to what you want to happen, and just surrender it to the divine, hand it up to the divine. You can even do a physical ceremony or ritual where you feel yourself, you know, putting your hands forward and handing up to the divine anything that no longer serves you, and just surrendering it. Dear divine, please take this from me. It's too much for me at the moment. It's too heavy. Please take this from me. I release it to you. And then what happens is you'll find that it resolves much quicker when you're able to do that. And trusting and having faith that there is a higher divine reason for everything that's happening around you. There is no accidents, no things that happen for no reason. Your soul is the co-creator, and at a high level, your soul is creating all the experiences that you've chosen to experience. And there's a higher divine plan happening on the planet at the moment for the light. You know, the dark has finished on this planet, and the higher plan is rolling out, whereby the dark is being diminished and eliminated, and we just are not able, obviously, to see what exactly is happening or why it's happening, or the plan, or get information on it. And that in itself is a spiritual test to just trust in God, trust in the divine. that we are being supported at all levels. And, you can feel, if you just feel the higher energies that are being downloaded all the time with these soul activations and the upgrades, the energy is getting lighter. It's wonderful. So trust in that. And as that, it's like a spotlight, as the higher vibrational energy comes down and hits you like a spotlight, all your shadow stuff becomes exposed. All the things that you haven't worked on come to the forefront for you to then address and transmute. So that is a good thing. And that's part of the ascension and the evolution of each soul. So number 4, ground your energy. Really important to stay grounded through this process. When you're airy-fairy and not grounded and up in the clouds, it's very hard to be able to move through things in a concrete way, because you can stay sort of stuck in the energy because you're not really addressing things. When you're grounded, sure, you can feel more, I guess, pain, emotional pain, things like that. However, it gives you the opportunity to actually work through things much better. Also, grounding to Mother Earth allows us to really work with the energies of Mother Earth to transmute and release as well. And physically, of course, grounding is a very wonderful thing because it's an electrical magnetic energy that really helps our physical body. And we need to be aware that if we're feeling ungrounded, so for example, if you're feeling scattered or fragmented or disjointed, that can be a sign that you're really ungrounded. So just go and ground your energy as much as you can. There are grounding sheets that you can buy, all sorts of things to ground, putting your feet on the earth, putting your back to a tree, all those sorts of things. Okay, moving to the next one is number 5, the collective consciousness dump, which is being aware that sometimes what we're picking up is not even our stuff, it's the collective shadow aspect coming forward and we're picking it up. So there are different ways to clear that. One of the really great ones is with salt. For example, having a salt bath when you've blessed the water and you're lying in, beautiful salt, like Celtic salt is a fantastic, very good salt to clear your energy, Celtic salt. Sea salt's good too, but there's different types. I think the more pure one is Celtic salt. But anyway, the salt itself clears your energy very powerfully. And if you can soak in it for 30 minutes, that's brilliant. And bless the water always is really important. I bless this water with purified love and light, and purified divine healing energy is a good one. Using, if you don't have a bath, salt to sort of wet your body, then scrub your body with salt all over, and then have a shower. That's another way that you can do it if you don't have a bath. And of course, blessing the salt as well before you use the salt. So that's one really good way to clear your energy of other people's energy and know that it's not yours. Another way, number 6, is the metaphysical clearing, which is the visualization to cut away anything that is not yours. So the words that you can use for this are to visualize, for example, holding Archangel Michael's sword of truth and using a sword to cut away, or just using a visualization of your own to cut away from your body, or in hologram, starting at the bottom and then working up and saying, I cut away anything that is less than or other than I am. I command that it leave me now. I cut away anything that is less than or other than I am. I command that it leave me now. I cut away anything that is less than or other than I am. I command that it leave me now. And feel yourself cutting away that energy, and have that really strong, powerful intention and command, as you say the words as well. And this can really clear away other people's junk that's in your energetic field. Number 7 is communicate with your body and do healing and clearing on your own body. So, for example, you're feeling rotten, go into that part of your body that's holding that energy, like it's in my heart or it's in my stomach or wherever it is, and go in and feel, connect to that energy there. Ask the energy what it's relating to. Why are you there? Why are you in my body? What are you communicating to me? What are you trying to tell me? Your body is a communication field trying to communicate with you. It's your best friend trying to help you become aware of what you're holding. So going in and connecting to what it is, doing a healing on it, clearing it, and then filling up that space with golden light. You can visualize a bubble of light around it as well, and just ask your angels to take it away, to lift it up and take it away and transmute it. That is a wonderful way also to work with your body. Of course, any of these techniques, if you are wanting to have me work with you in a session to heal, clear, transmute any old energies, shadow energies that no longer serve you, feel welcome to contact me. Currently doing 30-minute sessions for 111 Australian dollars and 1-hour sessions for 222 Australian dollars, including a lot of resources that you can take home with you and work with as well. We're moving along to number 8, which is balancing and opening your chakras, working with spinning the color. So you start with white light into that chakra and then spinning the appropriate color into that chakra to open it and balance your chakras. You can work with sound, chanting a sound that is the sound of that chakra to open and balance it. There's many different ways to work with your chakras, but just working through your chakras. If you want to connect more spiritually, you can start at the bottom with your base chakra, working up, or you can, if you're wanting to ground, you start at the top, your spiritual crown chakra, for example, or, there are more extended chakras now that we can work with, of course, and then work downwards to your base chakra, and that helps to ground your energy. Number 9, meditate to empty and still your mind. So if your mind's working a mile a minute, then it's really important to empty it out like a bin, emptying the bin, taking it out to the rubbish, and just being in stillness, releasing all thoughts, and getting to the space where you're able to be in silence and calmness and it feels comfortable. Remembering that it's just a movie. This life is just a movie. Dolores Cannon talked about that. It's a movie that's actually gone in an instant, and you're just experiencing a reality here to help your soul evolve. It's all just a movie. So the objectivity of realizing that helps us to know that what we're experiencing isn't the be-all and end-all. It's just an experience our soul is choosing in this reality. So to meditate and still your mind is really important at this time, particularly if you're feeling stressed or anxious. Number 10, gratitude practices. And we all know what they are, focusing on what you're thankful for, having a gratitude journal, chanting gratitude affirmations, and just being able to perceive and acknowledge all the beauty in your life and all the wonderful things that are happening. And then, of course, that energy expands and you feel better and better. So gratitude is key. Number 11, forgiveness practices. If you have anyone in your life that you haven't forgiven, now is the moment to go in and do forgiveness practices with them. There's the Ho'oponopono technique, and there's, visualizations like the soul conferencing. I'll leave a link below to another video I've done on soul conferencing, where you can go in on a soul level and do forgiveness techniques with anyone in your life that you haven't addressed this with. Anyone where you're feeling triggered or emotionally, where you're getting a strong reaction emotionally, that's a signal to you that you haven't fully forgiven that person. And of course, we do the forgiveness practice primarily for our own soul. It doesn't mean that what other people have done is all right if it's been a really negative thing, but we forgive them to have a sense of peace and to be able to find neutrality within ourselves emotionally so that we can transmute those experiences. Forgiveness is really important. So if you're holding on to anything with anyone, very important to work on that forgiveness. And it could be a lifetime practice for you for something. It doesn't mean it's going to happen straight away, but you may need to continue working with that in this lifetime. Some of the external practices are number 12. Smudge your environment with a sage smudge stick, or frankincense. Burning frankincense is a brilliant clearer of the energy in your environment, your home or your business. And if you can't smudge, because some people can't allow that, smoke in their business environment or wherever, or even in their home for whatever reason, you can do a clearing visualization, and that's really powerful too. And in my sessions, I have some really good ones for your home and your environment. Number 13, stay away from computers, phones, and social media for 24 hours and see how differently you feel. Not only you're not getting the radiation, but you're not getting all the negativity or the fear-based information on social media. Stay away from that and notice the shift in energy. I must say, I noticed myself, we had to go for a drive somewhere and we listened to classical music in the car on the whole way. And, there was beautiful instrumentation from piano, violins, flutes, harps, all these things. And the next day I felt $1 million. And I actually think that the classical music was really contributing to raising my frequency. It was amazing. So don't underestimate the power of classical music. And it also works on your neural pathways in your brain to get your brain functioning really well as well. So classical music is a brilliant way to raise your energy and your frequency. There's 5 to 8 hertz music. If you Google on YouTube, whatever you need, emotional, healing, whatever, it will come up with some wonderful frequencies on YouTube. You can chant mantras like Om, for example, chant affirmations, or even do your own soul language. Soul language is a powerful way to raise your frequency and do any healing on yourself as well, and have soul-to-soul communication, which is a much higher frequency form of communication with all souls. High frequency sounds is a brilliant one. Number 15, give yourself permission to do nothing and rest and integrate. Often we feel we have to keep busy, we have to keep going, and this is a program from the dark, keeping us in old patterns and keeping us energetically stagnant. So allow yourself to sleep if you're tired. Listen to your body. Sleep. There are enormous amounts of sleep that people need to be having at the moment to integrate all this shifting. Don't judge it. Give yourself permission to have as much sleep as you need, as much rest as you need, and keep stimulation at a low. When we're in a state of nervous anxiety, your nervous system needs to have a break, which means sit in a quiet room, turn off all your phones, everything, and just sit still. Listen to some gentle music and lie down. Sit in the sun outside with your feet on the ground and just do nothing for an hour. Give yourself this time for your body on all levels, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, to integrate everything that we're doing. We are creating the most incredible shift from a carbon-based body to a crystalline body. Can you imagine how much energy that takes? Huge amounts. So this is crucial work at the moment for your own self-nurturing. Number 16, focus on helping someone else. Put the focus off yourself and what you're going through and focus on helping someone else. That shifts your energy in 5 seconds. It just goes boom and shifts it straight away. We're social animals here, us human beings, and we are here. Our social relationships are very important. And, to be able to support and help someone else is a gift both to ourselves as well as to them. So if you're too self-focused and self-absorbed at the moment, get your focus on someone else that you can support and help at this time. Number 17, energy dump and get your nature fix. So ask the elementals around you, the trees, Mother Earth, to clear your energy. Go outside and spend time in nature. Nature shifts and clears your energy really, really quickly. When you're standing in front of a beautiful ocean, it's very hard to feel really bad, really rotten, or with your back to a tree and asking the tree to help you. Sometimes people have found that a whole lot of emotions and tears come up when they work with the tree in that way and actually touch physically the tree and ask it to work with clearing the energy. And they'll have a good cry because the tree is working with them to transmute and clear them emotionally. So these are my 17, and notice 17, there's no Q reference there. I'm being a little bit ironic, as I do believe that there is an amazing strategy in place at the moment, clearing the planet. Not everyone is tapping into that or believes in that, but I just feel that that is definitely happening myself. So I thought that was interesting, 17. Okay, so this is really foundational work to shift your energy when you're feeling not so crash hot. And I hope that it really helps. Please leave any comments below in regard to this. I love your comments. And share this video because it might help someone who's going through difficult times at the moment and challenges, as probably 100% of people at different times at the moment are feeling this coming up. And I'd like to leave you with a very beautiful thing, which is one of my clients spontaneously burst into soul language during a session. And it was so beautiful. And it felt to me very much energetically like a Native American Indian type of soul language. And when you really tune into it and feel it, it's so beautiful. And I wanted to share it with you, and with her permission. Thank you, Joyce. You're amazing. Here is her beautiful soul language. If you want to learn how to do your own soul language, contact me. I do teach that as well. How to tap into your soul language. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend coming up. And I hope that you're able to get a lot of benefit from this video. Lots of love, Medina. Bye.
Ayalama, Sayalamaya, Ayanahayamaha, Ela, Sayalame, Ayanahayalamaha. Yeah, yeah, Alamahayana, Sayalaya, Mayanahayana.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. That sounds like a very Native American Indian.